We're calling it a mystery event. How do you like that?
It's an event.
Wow, an event. I like that. So tell us about the event.
Well, as you say, it's a mystery. It's a crime thriller. It starts with the murder of a child. A body is discovered on a beach. I play a sort of big city cop who's arrived in Grace Point and has taken the promotion that Anna's character Ellie thinks was due to her.
It really, I don't think, I mean, I know that it was
It went to the right guy.
Anyway,
so they don't start off on the best footing, and yet, but at the same time, they've got to get on and investigate this murder, and it's a small town, so everyone knows everyone, and everyone's hiding secrets, and the story unfolds from there, really.
David, as Doctor Who, and I have to mention, we have MJ McDermott, our meteorologist, who's in studio. She's a huge fan of yours. She actually Googled pictures of you and found a picture of you in a kilt, and she said your knees are amazing. I don't know if that's weird or not.
A little bit.
Is that weird?
That's always been my favorite part.
You're on my knee?
Yeah. That's the first thing I actually noticed about him when I met him. I said, those are some nice knees.
I was just saying to Anne earlier, because we're sitting here and you're only seeing our top half, I was going to take my pants off for these interviews, and that maybe is what I should have done now.
Well, now MJ's really excited.
You.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though,
she's just fainted.
I know, she's kind of off to the side fanning herself, but she really wanted us to ask you about what it's like to go from being a traveling Time Lord, being fun and quirky, to kind of a more serious role like what we're seeing with this show. Was that a fun transition for you?
Well, it's always great to have a variety like that, yeah. It's such a pleasure to get to play different types of characters, yeah. I mean, a bit of time travel would help as a detective. There'd be a lot of investigation you could cut through if you could just nip back and see what happened. But no, they're very different shows, very different types of characters. Was that MJ squeaking in the background there?
Just a little bit. There's a little bit of squealing. Just a little bit. You see? You see? Yeah, there she is. She's freaking out.
It's a good day if I can make MJ squeal. I've had a good day. That's how I like to think of it.
Okay, Anna, it's my turn to geek out now. Huge Breaking Bad fan, and I have to ask. I mean, having inhabited the body of Skylar for so long, is it interesting transitioning into something else and kind of, you know, having inhabited that role to take on something else and try to, you know, create that and make that your own?
Absolutely. I was after we wrapped Breaking Bad, I was looking for a story that really grabbed me, and as soon as I read the first episode of Grace Point, I was completely just in it. And I watched Broadchurch, the UK version, and I binge watched it, and I was just swept away by the story, by so many levels to this show, and Grace Point, I think, offered me everything I wanted in terms of the next character that I chose. She's a very rich, complex character with a lot of different colors and a duality to her, and this relationship between these two detectives was also part of what really drew me in, but also it's just the fact that this small town that really has never seen anything like this. This is her first murder case, so, you know, nothing like this has befallen this place before, and it really shows you the unraveling, in a way, of this community and what happens to people. Sometimes it brings out the best in people, sometimes it brings out the worst, and sometimes you're not really sure what's going on with certain people. And that's what keeps it so, I think, the tension and the desire to see, you know, more storytelling just keeps ramping up in intensity.
Yeah,
that was
it is one of those shows, if you watch episode 1, you will have to watch episode 2. It will be inevitable.
Yeah.
How do you keep the mood light on set? I mean, one of the things I remember about Breaking Bad is there was a YouTube clip that came out, and it was a really funny moment of outtakes that you had on set. And so it always surprises me to see, when you're working on such a gritty drama and you're working on something so serious, how you're able to keep it light between takes. Was that something that you guys found happening with this show too?
I think you've got to,
Yeah.
because otherwise, they're long days. They're 14, 15, 16-hour days, and because of the intense nature of the material, if you stay in that very dark place all the time, you would actually go mad, and you have to be able to get up the next day and learn your lines and get on with it. So you have to keep that balance. You have to know when to take the time to get yourself in whatever place you need to be in, and then you need to know when it's time to lark around a bit,
and just shake some of it off.
So I think we managed to do that.
We did.
Yeah.
Whether or not we made anyone else laugh.
No, we made
around
each other
us,
laugh.
we made each
I think
other
we probably just
laugh a lot.
I'm sure the crew found us incredibly tiresome, but we thought we were hilarious.
We were so hilarious.
So looking forward to this. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us this morning. A real pleasure. Grace Point debuts tonight at 9 right here on Q13 Fox, followed, of course, by Q13 Fox News at 10.
Can't wait.
You gonna be all right?
I don't know. I saw Broadchurch also. I can't wait. I adore Gated Tennant. So thank you. All right.
Have a great day,
The rest of
everyone.
the day dry and 67 for your high. Have a great one.